Gonna get started, guys. Let's begin our practice today in child's pose. So we're gonna start in child's pose. So your knees can be a little bit wider, they can be closer if that feels better. You're gonna gently place your arms forward and begin a round of deep breathing. And begin a round of deep breathing. Take a nice inhale as you fill up, allow the air to come into your lungs, expand, and gently release. On your next inhale, you're gonna gently begin moving your fingers to the right so that you can start stretching the left side of your body. The intent is not only to move towards the right side with both hands, but also to reach forward. So it's forward and to the right. Create a stretch. Take deep inhales, fill up. And then gentle exhales, empty out. Slowly shift to the other side. And breathe. Breathe. And slowly back towards the center. Maybe this time you take a more extended stretch where your elbows lift slightly off the ground and reach forward and then all the way back down. Inhale, come into tabletop, nice and slow. Take the next 2 to 3 breaths to just move in any way, shape, or form. Just notice how your body wants to move today. This is basically you checking in for your practice. You can move your neck left, right. You can move your hips, rotate the arms, stretch the forearms. There's no right or wrong movement here. And as you move, keep your attention on the rhythm of your breath, the way you breathe. And when you're ready, you're going to reduce that movement and gently come back to a neutral spine and tabletop. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. We're going to inhale into cow as we look up, chest open, belly drops, fill up with air. Exhale, chin to chest, arch back like an accordion. Every last bit of air leaves. We're going to do 2 more, nice and slow. Inhale into cow, arch up, look up, fill up. Exhale, chin to chest, nice and slow. Empty out, really squeeze every last bit of air. 2 more. Inhale into cow, lift. Exhale into cat. Hold. Last one, even slower. Inhale into cow for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath. Exhale into cat. 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath. Get rid of every last bit of air. Back towards a neutral spine. From here, we'll do a sunbird pose. So together on your next inhale, your right arm comes up, your left leg kicks back, your core is engaged. So we're gonna cross here. Exhale, knee to chin to a hover. So you bring the knee towards the chin and you lift it up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, even slower. Inhale, extend, reach forward. Exhale, right hand down, left knee down with utmost control. Switch side. Inhale, left arm lifts, right leg kicks back. Exhale, bring it in and arch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Nice and slow with control. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last one. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, left hand down, right knee down. Do 1 more cat-cow. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. And from there, curl your toes, lift your knees into downward facing dog. You go. In down dog, feel free to cycle the knees if that feels good. So you can bend one knee, extend the other. Spread your fingers wide and press your fingers and palm into the earth. Neck relaxes. So allow that neck to draw towards the earth. Together, inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. On your exhale, mini steps with your feet towards the hands, nice and slow. You're warming up your body, feet to hands, top of the mat. You bend your knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise into mountain, arms reach all the way up, find length. Exhale, forward fold all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat. Gently step the legs back, one at a time. And here we're going to do a modified pose. So in a modified chaturanga, what you can do is instead of dropping all the way, you can first drop the knees. Just want you to see and feel how that moves in your body. Then you can go belly, then chest, nice and slow. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, downward dog. You can go the same way. So you lift chest, belly, then last thing on the knees. So that's a modified flow. You can always go to it if something feels in your body that's needed. If you need to move that way, it's a modified flow. We'll do 2 more Surya Namaskars, 8 together. Breath to movement. I want to hear you breathe deeply, and I want you to hear the sound of your own breath. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step it up, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, fill. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise into mountain. You could even go for a gentle backward bend if that feels good. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat, step the legs back, flow it out, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You go. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful, guys. Again, inhale, fill up, energize. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold, empty out. Inhale, rise into mountain, reach towards the sky, find length. Exhale, forward fold. You're aware of how your spine is moving. Inhale, halfway lift, tall. Exhale, hands to mat, take it back. Either you step one leg at a time or you jump back with control, elbows in, body strong. Inhale, up dog. Shoulders down, chest open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. One more together. Inhale, full breaths. Exhale, let it out. Last Surya Namaskar 8. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise into mountain, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back, chaturanga. Flow it out, elbows in, core strong. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, empty out. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in again. Open mouth, let it out. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees into chair pose. You rise as you glide your hands on top of the mat. Arms lift, so here, your core is strong, your belly is held in. We're stabilizing the body. Every part of your leg muscles are engaged. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, hands to heart center, nice and slow, control. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, twist to the right by taking the left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Then press the palms into each other. Look towards the sky. Breathe. And breathe. Getting that energy level increased. Feeding your breathing. Transfer your weight onto the right leg on the next inhale. On the exhale, step the left leg back slowly with control. So we're using that opportunity to do a balancing pose. Now we're in a revolved crescent lunge. Option to extend the arms if that's part of your practice. Left arm down, right arm up. Breathe. If your arms are extended, you're going to gently bring the palms together. Stay twisted. And together, inhale the arms up into crescent lunge. Breathe. We're here for 2 breaths. So that right knee is bent 90 degrees. Back heel lifted, back knee lifted. So you're strong in your legs. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands all the way back towards the floor. Inhale, look forward, chest forward, fill. Exhale, take that leg back, maybe a 3-legged chaturanga. That's part of your practice. It's optional. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Again, deep breath in, fill. Open mouth, let it go. We'll do the opposite side. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, full breaths. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, slowly rise into chair pose. Become consciously aware of all the mini joint movements, how your body feels. Notice that the center of gravity should be anywhere between the middle of the foot and the back. If you feel that you're way forward, you're just gonna sit back and lift the arms. Inhale, fill. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, gently twist towards the right hand side, the opposite side. And once there, I want you to press the palms into each other. Breathe. Inhaling and transferring the weight onto the left leg. Exhaling, stepping the right leg back, nice and slow, into a modified crescent lunge. From here, option to extend the arms, right arm down, left arm up. Breathe. Your arms are extended. You're gonna bring the arms back towards heart center. And then together, we're gonna inhale the arms up nice and slow. We're here for 2 to 3 breaths in crescent lunge, finding our balance, and just breathe right into it. We're not here for long. Take a deep inhale, reach up. Exhale slowly, hands to mat. When both hands touch, you're gonna inhale, look forward, chest forward, fill. Exhale, take that leg back, flow it out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. The secret is in your breathing. When your breathing is deep and rhythmic, you've got an abundance of energy. You re-energize the body. On 3 counts, you're gonna inhale to high plank, nice and slow, working your core throughout that entire range of motion. You can have a micro bend in the elbows. Wanna fire up the legs. 3 counts, chest to mat, nice and slow. Nice and slow, all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, baby cobra. Again, use your back muscles, use that strength. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, baby cobra. Give me as much lift as possible, as much range. From there, you're gonna place the hands onto the mat and transition into full cobra as you press the palms into the earth and gently peel off, nice and slow. The sensation that you're searching for is a stretch, not a pinch. If it feels pinchy, you come out of this position a little bit. Your shoulders are down. Nice. Gently look towards the right. Breathe. Look towards the left. Back towards the center. I know we used our arm to come up into this position. You're going to use your low back to slowly go chest to mat. So work the back muscles as much as you can. Slowly, chest to mat. Relax. You can take the arms beside you. We're here for 2 to 3 breaths. Let go completely. Breathe. Breathe. Preparing to resume our practice together. Take the hands gently, shoulder width apart. Curl your toes. Lift your knees, and then gently push up into high plank. Everything comes up at the same time. Lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, fill. Open mouth, exhale. Again, deep inhale, fill. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to chin as you come forward. Micro bend in the elbow, feeling strong. Inhale, kick, find range. Exhale, knee to chin, all the way. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step the right leg forward, crescent lunge, you rise. So once you step that right leg, you stabilize the body, the arms reach, breathe. Take a deep inhale, fill. Exhale, slowly open up warrior two as you take that back heel onto the earth at 45 degrees, arms parallel. And you look forward, shoulders down, and then belly tucked in, breathe. Together, breath to movement. We're going to inhale, straighten that front knee, bring the palms together at the top of your inhale, and then exhale, warrior two. We'll do 2 more. Inhale and lift. Exhale, go deeper. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. We're here for 3 breaths. Option for that right hand either to rest on the back leg, which would be your left leg, or you can go for a half bind as you wrap it around towards the front and play with it. What you're looking for is to stretch that right side of the body. So reach back, find room. Beautiful, you guys. So 1 more breath, inhale and hold. Exhale and hold. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale, upper body moves forward. Inhale, Trikonasana, right arm down, left arm up. So maybe you stay here for 2 to 3 breaths. If you'd like to then play with extended side angle, all you have to do is take that left hand and move it forward towards the mat and see how that feels. Now, what you'll notice with the right hand, if it's touching the floor and you're relying on it, there's less power in your core. If that right fingers hover, then all the energy comes from the core. So you decide on how much strength you want to play with. Inhale, reverse your warrior, 1 breath. Exhale, catapult the hands onto the mat. Nice and slow. Nice work, you guys. Inhale, look forward, chest forward, fill. Exhale, take it back, flow it out, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Again, breathe again. Let that energy move freely into your body, from the small organs, the small muscles, to the large muscles, to all of the joints. As we get ready to do the opposite side, and then we take a beautiful break. So let's find our energy together. Let's find our strength. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to chin. You come forward, powerful. Inhale, kick, nice and slow. Find length. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to chin. Last one. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step the left leg forward with control. Crescent lunge. You rise. Breathe. Breathe. Take a deep inhale, fill. Exhale, slowly open up warrior two as if you're drawing a sword as you take that right arm back parallel to the mat, dropping that back heel 45 degrees. What you want to do is you want to push into the outside edge of that leg so you're deeply rooted into both legs, nice and strong. Arms moving away from each other. Inhale slowly, straighten the knee, palms touch. Exhale, warrior two. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior for 3 breaths here approximately. Option for a half bind. And then play with it. Make gentle adjustments. Maintain the rhythm of your breath as you find that room in your body. So we're going to do 1 breath together. Inhale and fill and stay. Exhale and stay. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale, upper body moves forward as much as you can. Inhale, left arm down. Right arm up. Trikonasana. Breathe. Breathe. From here, maybe an option to transition into an extended side angle as you take that right arm all the way forward. Find length. Reach. Beautiful breathing, you guys. From here, as slowly as you can, you're going to inhale and reverse your warrior. Go slow. 1 breath. Exhale, catapult the hands onto the mat with control. Inhale, look forward, fill. Exhale, take it back, flow it out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe. Breathe. For 3 counts, you're going to inhale into high plank, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Chest to mat, 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, you guys. From here, we're going to extend our arms forward, all the way forward, like Superman or Superwoman. We're going to start flying. Together, you're going to inhale the arms up, legs up. So using your back muscles here, everything lifts. Exhale, slowly down. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms up, legs up, fill. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, arms up, legs up and hold. From here, you're going to bend your knees 90 degrees. Simply bring the arms, wrap them behind you, clasp your ankles. We go into bow as we lift and kick with the leg. Maybe we're here for 2 to 3 breaths, as much as you can. Use the strength of your legs to push with the legs up and back, opening the heart, breathing. 1 more beautiful breath. Reach, and then slowly down with control. Release the arms, release the legs. If it feels good to swing the knees left and right, go ahead and do so, and relax. Breathe. This beautiful back bend opens your heart. It expands your chest. Relax. Breathe. You notice how quickly your body recovers. That's the intelligence of your body at work. From here, we're ready to resume our practice nice and slow. You're going to take your hands shoulder width apart slowly. You're going to curl your toes, bring them closer to each other. You're going to lift your knees and you're going to imagine every joint in your body is fused so that your core is engaged. You're going to inhale and push up into high plank slow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. So to the outside, you're working on strengthening your side core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, opposite side, and lift that knee above the elbow. Inhale, kick, stay with me. On the exhale, step the right leg to the outside of right hand. So right leg to the outside, to the right edge of your mat. So it's a really big lunge here. You're gonna take the right hand, place it on the inside of that right knee, and you can twist. From here, we'll do a few variations. See how your body feels today. You can drop the back knee onto the mat, extending the back feet. And see how that feels. Alternatively, you can go a little bit deeper with stretching the muscles of the left leg by bending the left knee and taking the right hand and clasping the toes of the right leg. See how that feels. Stretching the hamstrings. So any variation is good. Maybe from here you release that back leg and you go onto your elbows if you feel like you want to go a little deeper into the stretch. Maintain the quality of your breathing even when you're transitioning between different variations in your stretching. Wherever you are, we're going to come back to hands onto the mat with our knee lifted or back knee lifted. We're going to crisscross the hands to the side of your mat, nice and slow. Find ourselves to the sides. What you want to do is have your toes pointing in and your heels pointing out. So toes in, heels out. Now from here, finding the middle of that mat, we're going to inhale the right arm lift. So we're doing a nice twist here. You want to make it a little bit harder. Have that left fingers hover so you're completely using your core muscles. And from here, we're going to switch it up so that right arm goes down, left arm goes up. Find length. We'll do one more set. And switch. Nice breathing. And switch. Right hand down, left arm up. And then back towards the center, both hands into the center. Take a deep inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, forward fold. This time you can clasp your index and middle fingers and you can stretch. You can even have a micro bend in the knees. And breathe. Creating length in the hips, creating lengths in the quads, the hamstrings. Breathe. From here, you're going to release the hands towards the middle of the mat. Slowly crisscross the hands to the front. So same way as we started, nice and slow. You're going to pivot that right foot. And this time, you're going to make sure that when you look onto your left shoulder, it's in line with your left wrist, in line with the back foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, swing the right leg to the side for side plank, right arm lift. So both feet can be on top of each other. They can be to the side or right leg can hover. Any option is suitable. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, right hand onto the mat, flow it out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Again, deep breath in. Find that energy. Exhale, let it out. We'll do the opposite side. We'll take a well-deserved break. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale, kick. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, center. Inhale, kick. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, opposite side, twist and hold. Inhale, kick. And exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. So basically to the outside edge of that mat, creating room. Take the left hand inside of your left knee and twist. Same way we started. Any variation that feels good today. Again, same thing. If you want to bend that right knee and then look for that left hand to clasp the right toes, to stretch the quads. Breathe. Wherever you are, we're going to come back with hands onto the mat, nice and slow. You're going to begin crisscrossing the hands to the side of the mat, going to the other side, taking your time. Again, making sure that your toes are in and your heels are out. Take a deep inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold, stretch. Breathe. Here you're using the strength, sort of the friction on the palms as you push the palms to the side, getting your head closer to the earth. From here, nice and slow, you're going to take your hands towards your hips. I want you to come up one vertebra at a time on 4 counts, nice and slow, all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up. From here, we're going to heel toe back to a shoulder stance. This time, we're going to switch it up by extending or pointing the toes out, knees in. We're going to bend our knees and sit in what I call sumo wrestler, but it's actually goddess pose. So you have 2 names for it, whatever you guys like. You'll have normally a tendency when we have stiff hips for those knees to kind of fall in. So what you're going to do is actively push them out. We're going to take the hands all the way up as an inhale, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. At the same time, you're going to sit a little lower. So we're just kind of doing micro movements. Inhale, the arms up, and maybe your hips lift 1 inch or 1.5 inches. And then exhale, hands to heart center, and we go low. How's the quality of your breath? 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Last one. Inhale, the arms up. Hold it there. As you exhale, I want you to bring the palms or the hands slowly towards the earth with control. The minute your hands touch the earth, kick the heels out and stretch. Beautiful, guys. And stretch. From here, you're going to inhale, halfway lift, interlace your fingers behind you, move the shoulder blades closer to each other, exhale, flush. Take the arms up. Breathe. This time we're releasing all that tension, all that lack of movement in your shoulder joints. And when you're ready, release the hands onto the earth. Begin crisscrossing the hands as slowly as you can towards the front of your mat, setting up for side plank. Right shoulder in line with right wrist, in line with the back foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, swing the left leg to the side for side plank. Breathe. Take 1 more inhale, fill. Exhale, left hand onto the mat, flow it out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Take a deep inhale, fill. On the exhale, drop the knees 1 inch above the mat. We're here for only 3 breaths, so not long. Your knees are hovering, your core is fired up. You can increase the level of this pose by attempting to stretch the mat with the inhale. So nothing is moving, but the action is you're pushing the hands away from the toes. On the exhale, do the opposite. Compress hands towards the toes. So inhaling and stretching, exhaling and compressing. One more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, compress. And gently drop the knees. Go into wide-legged child's pose. Relax. Breathe. Beautiful, guys. Breathe. Let go. Breathe. It is the ability of your nervous system to go from states of effort immediately to states of effortlessness. That's what we're trying to cultivate. So that when you step outside the mat and go back into the world, you can meet the demands of the world and give it your absolute best. And then you can learn how to relax fully. Our next pose, camel. Gently begin moving the hands back towards your hips. So we're going to gently come out of this position as we move the hands back towards the hips. You can make fists with your hands, place them between the knees. And so if you notice that the knees are way too wide, you're going to bring them back. So it's 2 fists apart. Our toes are curled. We're going to take the hands, place them behind our hips. Elbows come closer to each other. Already that creates an opening in the chest. We're going to take an inhale and fill. Exhale and gently look back. Open up the heart. Now what we're not doing is pinching the neck. We're looking for the entire spine to open up here. As an option, if your hands go or would like to go towards your ankles, great. If not, hands behind the hips. And breathe. Heart wide open. Chest wide open. A position of strength. Breathe. Let go. When you're ready to come out of this position, hands on your back, gently unwind. 1 vertebra at a time with your head last. We can sit proud warrior pose. Place the hands anywhere that's comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes if that feels good for 5 breaths. Simply noticing and observing whatever comes up. I've been practicing for over 10 years, and I can tell you that I've noticed that that particular pose, camel pose, can trigger so many things. It can release so much pent-up energy, things that are kind of held in there. And so it's a beautiful release if you allow it. From here, I'd like you to gently place the hands forward into tabletop. Nice and slow. You're going to take 1 more round of cat-cow, and you're going to find your downward facing dog. Nice and slow. And breathe. And we'll find downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, fill. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step it up, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, fill. Exhale, forward fold, fall. From here, I want you to come up into Samasthiti. So you're going to come up all the way, but I want you to do it slowly, one vertebra at a time. So use that as a nice stretch here. One vertebra at a time. With your head last. Maybe it feels good to shrug the shoulders closer to the ears and then back the shoulders down into their socket. We're going to prepare for dancer's pose. You're going to root into your right leg nice and strong. You're going to lift the right hand up towards the sky. You're going to take the left palm, point it towards the sky, closer to your left hip. Bend the left knee, clasp the ankle or the toes. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, kick with that left leg back. It's a balancing pose. And then when the body's ready, you'll come forward. It's a little easier if you keep your gaze on one spot. Breathe. We're here for 3 breaths. Play with it. We fall, we get back in. That's the beauty of practicing. Gently come out of this pose nice and slow. You're going to point the right knee forward. Extend the left leg. Take both hands towards your hips. Maybe we're here for 3 breaths only, learning how to balance and lifting that left leg a little higher. And then slowly back down. Left leg onto the floor. Release. You're going to heel toe to a wider stand here. Take a deep inhale, fill. Exhale, forward fold. Index and middle finger, grab the toes. You're going to bend your knees as much as you need, and you're going to use the strength of your arms to pull the upper body forward. Stretching the legs. So you're using the upper body strength to bring about that lengthening. How's your breathing? Releasing the hands nice and slow. And we're going to come up 1 vertebra at a time. Same way, nice and slow. 1 vertebra at a time, all the way up. With your head last. And again, if it feels good to shrug the shoulders, so be it. You're going to heel toe back the toes together so your shoulder stands. And we're going to do the opposite side. First, you want to spread the fingers of the left leg into the earth. The more space you have in the feet, the more you can balance yourself. Root into that left leg. Lift the left arm up. Right palm, hip width pointing towards the sky. Bend the right knee and clasp the ankle. So we can just stay here. This is perfectly good. From here, you're going to play with pressing that right leg back. And breathe. And breathe. In balancing poses, we have a tendency to hold our breath. But that's a learned stress response. Breathe. And here, when you're ready, we're going to come out of this position nice and slow. We're going to point that right knee forward. We're going to bring the hands back towards our hips. And we're going to extend the right leg high. Maybe here for 3 breaths, just play with lifting that right leg a little higher. A little higher. And then slowly back down with control. This time you're going to heel toe to a wider stance. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, second step, pivot from the hips. Bend the knees. This time you're going to step onto the palms of your hands with your fingers. So you bring the palms under the feet. You can bend your knees as much as you need. Release the head. And stretch. Here, what you're also doing is you're massaging your wrists and your palms by using the body weight as you shift it forward. Breathe. Release the hands One at a time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat. Take it back, flow it out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. On the exhale, bend the right knee 90 degrees, stack up the hips, open up the right hand side of the body. Press. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, pigeon, right knee, right wrist. And stretch. Breathe. You can start in proud pigeon. You can bend the elbows and bring the upper body forward. You can even make fists with your hands and rest your head on your fists. Breathe. When you're ready, you're going to slowly come out of this position. Hands shoulder width apart. Curl the back toe. Lift the back knee. Engage the core muscles. Hover that right leg, shake it out. If you'd like to flow it out, so be it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the left knee 90 degrees. Stack up the hips. Open up the left side of the body. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, pigeon. Left knee, left wrist. Left knee, left wrist. Breathe. Sending that beautiful energy in your breath to the areas of your body that need it most. You're giving a lot back to the body. It's a beautiful act of care and love when you give attention to the part of you that needs it most. From here, we're going to come out of this position with a slightly different transition. We're going to take both hands to the side. We're going to land the left hip onto the floor to create enough room to swing that right leg all the way forward. Feel free to kind of swing to the left, swing to the right, shake the knees, tap them into the earth. And we'll start with staff pose. You're going to take your hands closer to the hips. So this is really an active pose. First, you're going to imagine the crown of the head and you're going to get it to lift. So you're going to engage your core. You're going to bring those kneecaps towards your hips and push the knees into the earth. So everything is activated here. We won't stay here long, so I want to fire up those muscles, fire up the length. 2 more. And gently release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Hands can go anywhere. Knees, shins, side, toes. Remember, what matters is the quality of how you feel in this pose, not where you can go. So make sure that it feels good to be in this pose. Remember, it's a better technique to kind of enjoy the pose so that you miss it and you go back to it and you're more consistent than try to push beyond the point and expose the body to potential injury. With every inhale, I'd like you to hold that pose wherever you are. With every exhale, I'd invite you to take and explore a little bit more depth. Gently release one vertebra at a time. Your head last, maybe shake the shoulders, roll them up and down. We're going to go into tabletop as we take the hands a couple inches behind the hips with the fingers pointing towards the front of your mat. Inhale, the hips lift, extend the toes towards the earth. So the trick is the more you try to get those toes towards the earth, the more you'll naturally feel that you're lifting your hips up. We're here for 3 breaths. Option to hover that left leg if you'd like for 1 breath, and then down, and hover the right leg. And down. Inhale, lift 1 more. Exhale slowly with control. Nice and slow. Breathe. Rotate wrists if that feels good. Shoulder. Your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees with the shins parallel to the mat as one option, or legs extended. Again, remember the crown of the head lift. So we're engaged here. We're going to hold for simply 4 breaths. It's not very long, just 4 breaths. Stabilizing the core muscles. Breathe. Inhale to a hover. Exhale back up only twice. Hold. Just 2 breaths. That's all. Inhale to a hover. Exhale up. 1. Inhale and hold. Exhale to a hover. We'll hold it for 1 breath. Just a slow breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Release. Deep breath in. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it out. Again, deep breath in. Hold nothing. Let go. Beautiful. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Feet onto the ground. You're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Begin interlacing the fingers behind you, and then walk the shoulder blades closer to each other. And again, hips lift. What you're doing here is I want you to take your attention and send it to the internal organs. These organs are tightly packed: your intestine, your stomach, your pancreas, your kidneys, your liver, all of those organs literally doing miracles to keep us healthy. We don't even know they exist. So maybe now is a good time to send your gratitude to everything that supports your well-being. Take 1 more deep inhale, fill. And then exhale, slowly unwind. Take your fingers away from each other. Open up the shoulders, drop the hips back onto the floor if it feels good. To heel toe the feet to the edges of your mat and drop the knees towards each other. That can feel good. You could also do the opposite. You can let the knees fall to the side. Just release. There you go. Second set, we'll either do another round of bridge. You could do supported bridge or wheel. So if you're doing supported bridge, you're gonna bend your knees. Same way as we started, we lift our hips up and then we use the elbows and the hands are underneath our hips, so it's taking up the load. So that's supported bridge. If you want to go into wheels, hands come closer to the ears with the strength of the biceps and triceps, and you pull into wheel. Head relaxed, and you're breathing. Notice the quality of your breath in wheel. Can you still take nice deep breaths? When you're ready to come out of wheel, nice and slow. First, you're gonna tuck your chin in to protect your neck. And this time, instead of completely dropping the hips, you can actually transition into a supported hips here. You're placing the hands underneath your hips. Now from here, guys, you're gonna play with going into shoulder stands. It's just a slightly different way to get into it, but we can play. So first thing, you can actually lift the leg all the way. And then as you continue that forward, you can transition. Next thing you know, both legs are lifted and you're in shoulder stand. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you could simply Drop the hips back onto the mat and have the legs move up into the air. That's the other variation. Allowing the blood to drain from the legs and to rush into your brain. Rejuvenate your mind. Option to move the legs back and forth, maybe the right leg back for 2 to 3 rounds, and the left leg. Nice and slow. You want to do it guided with your breathing. So everything you do is guided by the rhythm of your breath. And when you've done your rounds, you can bend your knees, allow them to get closer to your ears, finding an inverse chair. When you want to come out, hands can still be on your hips, or if you still have found your neutral spot, your hands can go onto the floor and you can begin the descent 1 vertebra at a time, nice and slow. Bend your knees as much as you need if there's any discomfort in your lower back. Continue the movement forward. When your heels touch the floor, you let go and relax. Breathe. And let go. Beautiful, guys. Breathe. Inhale, bend the right knees 90 degrees and interlace your fingers above your shin for wind relieving pose. And squeeze. Every inhale you hold, every exhale get that right knee a little bit closer to your chest. From here, we'll transition into a supine twist. First, release only the left hand. Keep the right hand holding that knee. Take the left hand on the outside of your right knee. Begin to twist towards the left, 1 vertebra at a time. This time, your right hand can go behind you and go into cactus, can be extended. And breathe. Slowly unwind towards the center as slowly as you can. This time, maybe you hug both knees in, give yourself a nice squeeze, and switch sides as you extend the right leg forward. Keep the left knee bent, interlace your fingers, wind relieving pose, left hand side of the body. Breathe. Now from here, transitioning into a supine twist as you release the right hand, place it on the outside of that left knee. Begin to twist towards the right. Breathe. The beauty of moving our spine in all directions, in all 3 degrees of rotation, and all 3 degrees of translation. And just imagine, with movement comes new blood, new oxygen. With movement comes rejuvenation. Slightly begin to unwind, 1 vertebra at a time towards the center. Go as slowly as you can. When you're ready, give yourself a final hug. If there is any other pose that you feel you need before your Shavasana, whether it be a happy baby or anything else, if you're taking happy baby, all you're doing is you're clasping the outside edges of your feet with your knees bent. And then when you're ready, I'd like you to slowly find your Shavasana. Taking your time. Easing into it. This is the act of doing nothing. It can seem easy, but in fact, it's not that easy to do nothing. Nothing is demanded of you. Nothing is required of you. The only thing that is there is your awareness of how you feel and maybe how well or how easy you can breathe right here and right now. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy here tonight with one another. And I hope soon they will announce the news where we can open and then we could all be together once again. Thank you so much. Namaste.